and welcome back to Annie on Idol. This is the top 7 performance recap video for everyone who's been keeping track of me since I started doing these, which I most recently realized is my mom and my dad. Hi guys! Tonight's theme was songs from the 21st century, aka forcing them to sing songs from the last 10 years that we all know, which is something they still managed to not do. They picked really random and obscure songs that I didn't know, which was strange because I know all songs. So let's get right to the recap and go! That opening number was jank. It was awful. Like, it was terrible. Paul was so bad. Like, oh my god. Camille Velasco's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is so happy that that performance happened because hers is no longer the worst performance in Idol history. Whole thing, like, I'm actually emotionally scarred by how terrible that is, so we're just gonna pretend like it never even happened. Oh my god. Oh my god. Our boy Scotty started off the night in the death spot, which actually was not very nice to him. It was another Scotty performance where his voice was really good, but I thought overall the performance was kind of flat. But I did have a very interesting perspective on his performance tonight. I watched the first about 15 minutes of the episode with my roommate who doesn't watch Idol ever, and she was just blown away by Scotty's voice. It kind of just brought me back because week after week I get used to seeing the same things from him over and over. To the casual Idol viewer, they don't realize that he's done probably the same performance 3 weeks in a row, you know, if they're not tuning in every week or if they're just tuning in halfway through the season. They don't know that that's just kind of like what he's like and how he performs. I'm just a complete obsessive about American Idol, so like I pick these people apart, but you know, the casual viewer doesn't really watch every day. So, you know, maybe to her, and definitely to her, it wasn't a boring Scotty performance, it was normal. Although the best thing that happened with watching with my roommate was that her boyfriend came in and, like, right after Scotty's performance. You know, they wanted to sit and watch TV, and I was like, I have my boyfriend, Ryan Seacrest, TV, American Idol, forever alone. TV is my boyfriend. Don't distract me during Idol. I ain't leaving. I am so over James Durbin. If this is the hill, this is where I used to be, and this is where I am now. I am very over James Durbin. He is enigmatic, which is great. Sometimes. But he hides the fact that he is just a black hole of arrogance and annoyingness and just overall stinkitude behind flashing lights and drums and, you know, whatever sort of symphony of distraction he has to completely sidetrack us from even listening to what he's singing. He comes out with that drum line. I was like half expecting Nick Cannon to be behind there being like, I need to make the D1 line. That would not have even surprised me in the slightest. I'm like, who is watching this guy who actually likes him? This is my mind going, I can't fathom who likes this guy or who can actually tolerate watching him on their TV, let alone with the TV with the sound on, where they hear him wailing like a Death Eater trying to suck the soul out of Harry Potter's mouth. It's clearly not people with epilepsy because they are going into shock once the lights are going blah. On my TV, he looks like a dying calf wearing Pinhead's costume, wailing for the farmer to please spare him. That's all I feel about him. Moving on from the James rant, I think Haley had the best vocal of the night. Hey sweetheart, down front, can you keep it down? I can't hear over your bias. Which is kind of saying something because I think she really failed to connect to the song. For once, I actually agreed with the Jimmy Iovine critique. What? She didn't get angry enough, but I think it was definitely the vocal of the night. I'm not sure if it'll keep her out of the bottom 3 or not, but I hope it does. No negativity for Haley. I'm doing this off the top of my head tonight, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember who performed 4th. Never forget the helmet head. Right. Casey. Ugh, he's another one. He's like in the James Durbin cave of just using tricks and lighting to mask the fact that he has no ability to sing. His vocal range is Ron Weasley's emotional range, which is that of a teaspoon. Ding! Second Harry Potter reference tonight. His vocal is so limited, where it seems like he really can't get out of a 2-octave range. He just jumps around and gets all like, and always has some sort of prop that has strings, like a bass or a guitar or a big bass, just to make sure that there's a big at the end so that you forget how much he can't sing. He all up and kisses Jennifer Lopez. Ugh. Even Cara DioGuardi didn't let any of the contestants kiss her on American Idol. She was jonesing for like 5 contestants from the 2 seasons that she was on there. Even if Cara wouldn't stoop to that low, you know that it was like a sub-basement move. Off my TV. I hope you go home. Although I will miss this. So I can use my coat jacket hood as a mimic of your hair. Stefano was next, and I'm actually going to do Stefano the justice of recapping his performance for once. So happy that he's finally doing some contemporary R&B. It's where he should be. The performance to me seemed like it was choreographed from Troy Bolton straight from the High School Musical movies. Halfway through it, I was expecting him to be like, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. Look into the reflecting pool and notice his face in there. From this Idol production staff, that would not be out of the question to have a koi pool there. I thought he was pretty entertaining. I thought he was pretty good. But he's sort of just America's whipping boy at this point, where he's just going to be in the bottom 3 no matter what. If he can Nicki McKibben his way through another bottom 3 onto the top 6, I will just applaud him. Because at this point, I'm not really rooting for anyone besides Haley to win, so as long as he's knocking off people that aren't Haley, I don't care how long he stays. He is like the Black Death. If he's standing next to you, you might as well just get that microphone out and start being like, this is not mine now. Such a black curse on you. And his reaction shots are like so good. He never knows he's not going home. Like, girl, we all know you're not going home. I would like him to stay just so that maybe he could knock off like Jacob or I don't know, someone fun like Casey. I think the reason Stefano is here is to knock off Casey. He is like Frodo. You have to go to Mordor and be the one who destroys it, you know? Casey's the one ring to rule them all. Toss him in the volcano. Save humanity. Do what you have to do, Frodo. End him, Frodo. Woo! Jacob! I am so impressed by the number of Idol memes that this guy has gone through. Whew. He did gospel choir, single mom, he's done This Is My Dream, starving artist. Tonight he pulled out Dead Parent. Dead Parent, that's like, you don't really get much better than Dead Parent unless it's Dying Parent. Dying Parent is the only Idol meme that trumps Dead Parent. He had the fake cry / something is wrong with my ear monitor move. He did a really good acting job, like he was on the brink of tears the whole time, which I read is completely insincere. I don't even care at this point. Like, I hope you go home, but like, if you can pull out another Idol bag of tricks, like, I want to see what else you got up your sleeve, Jacob. This is tonight in memory of Lauren Elena's Bump It. It was sadly missing tonight. I hope that you have not gone to the death, Lauren Elena's Bump It, because you are truly a superstar. Please come back to me. I thought this was it. She had the pimp spot, and like, I was really digging her tonight. Packages did so much. Like, they actually made her really likable. Like, I liked Lauren for the first time ever. They were building her up for this huge Idol moment, and she just couldn't get there. True, the critique was true. She just can't let go. I want her to have a moment. She needs that breakthrough moment that they keep telling us that she's capable of, but she hasn't delivered yet. I'm kind of sort of feeling my way to the Lauren Elena side of things. We'll see. I haven't exactly jumped on the bandwagon yet. I'm kind of semi-rooting for her now. So, I mean, I think she has the capacity to pull it out. Maybe she needs a near bottom 3 appearance to kind of scare her out of her complacency. Like a bottom 3 being safe, because she's been called out first to the stools every week now, and maybe that's kept her complacent. We'll see. That's it for Annie on Idol tonight. You know everything's on the bottom. Follow as you see fit. I will see you tomorrow for the results show. Later!